Alhamdulillah. So now in this video, I'm going to show how to create your own module. Okay. So let me show you how we can create your own module here. So you can see I have created my own module and I've named this as mymodule.py. This is mymodule.py. Okay. And what I have actually implemented in this is that factorial function. I have implemented a factorial function here. Okay. So which is implemented in a recursive fashion. Okay. You know already code for factorial, right? So in the same way, if you want any other function, you can implement inside this function. Okay. It can be a nested function, or if you want, you can define a separate function here. So let me define a Fibonacci sequence. Okay, I want to display the nth term of the Fibonacci sequence. If n value becomes 1, it means the first term of the Fibonacci sequence is basically a return of, okay, so just simply return 0. Okay, and if the value of n is 2, that is the second term in the Fibonacci sequence, is return 1. And finally, in the else case, I'm going to return by recursively calling this as fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2. Okay, just like this. So these are the two functions. One is factorial function, the other one is Fibonacci function. Okay, I have implemented in a file called mymodule. Okay, and I'm going to save this file as mymodule.py. Okay, so let's move to another file. So this is a mymodule file containing several functions. Okay, in this case, just two functions here. One is fact function, the other one is fib function. Okay, and remember, now I'm going to write find file, which is basically find.py. Okay, py represents Python file. Okay, and you can observe this, both these files must be stored in the same folder. Remember, okay, mymodule.py and find.py, both the files must be saved in the same folder. Okay, underline this point. So next, now I'm going to make use of this mymodule file name. Okay, so I have to use this same file name here. Okay, because the functionality, there are a couple of functions which are defined in this mymodule.py. I am going to use this same file name here. Okay, so I call this as my module itself, import my module. Then you can see here, I'm taking value of n. Then just very simple, my module dot fact of n, my module dot fact of n. So this is going to give you the factorial of n. Okay, so I'll just write here factorial value equal to, okay, just like this. Now similarly, this time I have already implemented Fibonacci sequence related code. So now I'm going to write like this: Fibonacci term equal to, okay, my module dot fib of n. Okay, so let me execute this particular code. I'm now executing find.py file name. Okay, and yeah, so let's execute this and you will see this result. Okay, and also you can observe reloaded modules. My module is the corresponding module that is reloaded here. Enter any value. Now I am entering a value called 5, and you can see if 5 is the input, factorial value is 120, 5 factorial is 120, and Fibonacci term is 3. Because in the Fibonacci sequence, you can observe the terms are 0, 1, 1, 2, and then 3. So fifth term is clearly 3. Yes or no? So just like this. Okay. So let me tell you clearly with another example. I'll show you how to save these modules, everything. Okay. So let us suppose I'm going to implement a sample code here. Okay. Suppose I'm implementing a large function inside a particular file name. Okay. So large is the name of the function, and it is taking two values, x and y. Okay. Now inside this large function, I'll write the respective code. That is, if x is greater than y, then it has to return x value, else it has to return y value. Yes or no? Next, similarly, I'll implement another function as well, which is finding the smallest value among two given numbers, x comma y. Okay. If x is less than y, in that case, I'm going to return value of x. In the else case, I'm going to return value of y. Okay. So I have implemented two functions called, one is a small function, the other one is large function. So now I'm going to make use of these small and large functions in another program by storing this particular program, okay, like this. So you just save this file, or you can write save as, okay, and this must be saved as Python file. Okay, I'm writing this as demo code. Okay, demo code is the name of the file. Clear? So now I'm taking another file here for implementing actual code, and this code is going to make use of those functions. Okay, so generally modules are going to make users to use the built-in functionality. Okay, so what are the built-in functions that are existing in modules we can easily use? Apart from that, user also can define his or her own module and make use of that particular module wherever it is required. Clear? So in this case, I have to import a module called demo code. Demo code is the name of the module. Okay. So don't worry about this. This is just a symbol showing that demo code imported but unused. We have just imported, right? We will use, don't worry. Okay. So Now let me take a is equal to, okay, I'm going to read value of a, okay, as input, enter any value. Next, b, and here we are asking enter any value, okay. So after taking two values, now you're going to call this function like large function or a small function, which is defined in the demo code module, okay. So how I can call this is like this: print largest value is equal to, so we can call this as demo code dot, okay, and I'm going to call the function. What is the name of the function defined here? Large is the name of the function, right? Okay, large of, so the input taken is a comma b, isn't it? Now similarly, print smallest value is equal to, we can write demo code dot small of, okay, a comma b, isn't it? Just like this. So let's execute this particular code. Now this is asking you to enter any value, okay. So let me just write like this, okay. So enter any value, 4 and 7. You can see largest value is 7, smallest value is 4. Now also it is prompting to enter any value. Let us suppose 1200. Another value is 799. What is our largest value? Largest value is 1200 and smallest value is 799. And we are not going to use any functionality in this particular code. I have not defined any large function or small function in this particular code, okay. So everything is imported from another file which is considered as a module, and the name of the module is demo code, okay. And I'm going to just import that demo code module and call the respective function which I wanted to use, isn't it? So just like this, okay. So similarly, we can, whenever you want to implement some more functions, you can implement those functions here and call respective functions in the program, okay. So fine, any doubts in this?